what is happening in Vice President Duterte's impeachment trial? Hi, I'm Attorney Liz and here is what happened in week 5. On Monday, August 3, nagpatuloy ang prosecution sa pagpresent ng evidence for Article 1 which involved the misuse of 612.5 million pesos in confidential funds. That day, tinawag ulit sa witness stand si State Auditor Wamil. His testimony focused on how the confidential funds were liquidated and accounted for. Another issue that came up was the 125 million pesos received by the OVP in December 2022. The defense, of course, disputed the prosecution's characterization that the whole 125 million was spent in just 11 days. According to them, it wasn't 11 days. Nagtestify din si Wamil tungkol sa supporting documents for different expenses including medical, travel, and reward payments. Tuesday, August 4th, nagpatuloy ang testimony habang kinikestyon naman ng defense ang ilang bahagi ng prosecution's evidence. The discussion heavily focused on the documents supporting the confidential fund expenses and whether those documents were enough to establish how the money was actually used. The defense also argued na hindi unique sa OVP ang confidential funds and in fact, during Vice President Binay's time, there was also confidential funds. And on Wednesday, August 5th, and this was probably the biggest day of the week, first, the Supreme Court dismissed the petitions challenging the impeachment proceedings. But an important distinction is that hindi sinabi ng Supreme Court na guilty or innocent si VP Sara. The petition was merely dismissed because the court considered the case moot after the impeachment process had already started. Inside the impeachment court, meanwhile, the Las Cañas affidavit was marked as an exhibit. But here's the important legal distinction. Hindi ibig sabihin nito na sinasabi ng court na totoo lahat ng nasa affidavit. The presiding officer specifically clarified that marking the documents as an exhibit was not a ruling of its authenticity, admissibility, or evidentiary weight. And that's it. That's what happened in week 5. And comment week 6 for the next week's recap.